Hello, Sharlene from REI Super. Wanted to check in and see how you were going.
Hi, Leanne. Yeah, going really well. Really loving the working from home thing. It's my happy place being at home anyway.
Yeah, you actually do work from home fairly regularly, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
When I'm not out on the road, so it's probably one day a week I get to work from home anyway. But now it's every day I get to work from home.
yeah. And I love the fact you've got your branding up the back too, your REI Super brand. I love that. Well
Yes,
done.
I hope it's a bit more subtle than Tim McGibbon's.
Oh, I know, he's hopeless, isn't he? God love him. Yeah, never mind. We wanted to try and get a background for me, but if I actually, let me just see if I can, where is it? Let me just show you. Can I do that there? Yeah, I can. Let me show you what happens when I try and have a virtual.
Oh,
See,
it's
how
really
crazy is that?
cool.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well, does it? So, no, never mind. So we'll just go back to just that, get rid of that distraction. Righto, I'm back. And so how are you finding it? I guess you're on the phone to your clients and all of that sort of stuff. How's everybody finding it out there in the field?
Yeah, it's hard to get a hold of people because they're just really, really busy. And first up, let me acknowledge property managers. I would not want to trade places with them for love or money.
Such a hard job at the moment, isn't it? I mean, it's a hard job at the best of times, but particularly now, it's really tough.
It is really, really tough. So hats off to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a bit tricky to get a hold of people because principals and things like that have far more
important things to do. Yeah.
To do. Yeah. But that's fine. So it's forcing us to get creative. So I have not really used LinkedIn to its full capacity.
Okay.
So we've got a system going now because I can't get out there in person. So that we do a call, we do an email, and then I start linking everybody in, and that way I can just put lots of messages out there on LinkedIn, and if they're on it, they'll be able to keep up to date with the different changes.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It's amazing, isn't it, how innovative we're becoming in our communication. And so you would have been, I guess, concerned to hear the message from government about accessing your super. Yes. To obviously, I'm not in a position to give anybody advice on their super, and I'm not trying to, but I would imagine you'd be concerned about that message that was coming out. Just tell me why that would be, maybe not the first port of call.
Yeah. Well, the super space is heavily regulated, so only certain people are allowed to give advice about that. So even I am not allowed to give personal advice and things like that. Unless we've sat down and we've taken into consideration a wide factor of your personal situation and things like that. So there are a few reasons why it may be a poor idea in some circumstances to do the early release of your super, and that is the factor of compound interest and what it's actually going to do to your retirement savings. Having said that, if someone's hungry and has exhausted all possibilities, so your JobKeeper, your job seeker, deferring payments on your home loan and all of that sort of stuff, well, then, no one's going to want to see you go hungry. So by all means, have a look at it. But
so who should people be talking to and getting advice from? Their super fund. Okay, great.
Fund and things like that. And they can do projections around it. To apply for it, you do have to go through the ATO and have a MyGov account, which sometimes can be the most arduous part of it, is trying to get that up and running. But the reason or the implication of taking your super early can be pretty great. So if you're 25 and you take out 10,000 now and then another 10,000 after the 1st of July, that $20,000 now will turn into a loss of 120,000 potentially at retirement.
Wow, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
It's a lot of money, even if you're my age. So if you're 50 and you take that out now, that could make a difference of 41,000 at retirement.
Yeah, right.
It's doubling your loss pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that's really good advice. So anybody should be just referring directly to their super fund or their financial advisor if they have one. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so how are you adapting to being home full time? I noticed that your hair is very colourful today. It matches your outfit, which I love.
Thank you. I thought because I wasn't going to be client facing, I could be a bit creative, and my 18-year-old was really bored and said, "Can I dye your hair, please?"
Right.
So the team at work took a vote on the colour, and now I have a blue rinse in my hair in the grey bits.
Oh, I love it. I actually like it. It suits you.
Yeah, thank
It
you. I
does suit you.
might try pink next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, pink would be awesome. Make sure you Zoom me and let me check it out.
I will.
And you've got a team catch up this afternoon, frocked up Friday on a Thursday.
Yes, that's what we've got. So we're getting together more as a team. So working from home is the most engaged I've been. Our office is in Melbourne and I'm in Sydney.
Ah,
so
okay.
I work from home regularly anyway.
Yeah.
So we're catching up every day for half an hour, and then once a week we have a few bevies. And this week the theme is frocking up for Friday. So that should be good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've got a group of the Real Women in Real Estate Network where I do a Fabulous Ladies I Know lunch, or used to, when I was traveling. And so we've decided we're going to get together virtually week after next, I think it is, or next week, something like that. But the theme is, because one of them was going on a Caribbean holiday, so the theme is the Caribbean. So Caribbean cocktails. So don't ask me what I'm going to wear to a Caribbean themed party in the middle of winter in Sydney. But anyway, I'll work it out. I have to put the air conditioning and the heater on up extra high, I think.
Give you the ambience. Oh, that's funny.
Exactly. All right. Well, I just wanted to check in on you, lovely, and make sure everything was going well. Good to see you in good spirits and everything's still ticking along. So I will look forward to Zooming with you again when your hair is pink.
Thank you very much. All right, all the best, and keep up all the work. That's great following you on the socials, seeing this.
Thank you so much. Take care.
You too. See you.